A world of mutant threats and chainsaw bayonets. A world where monsters are real. A world where getting to that oil takes a little more than just toil. I'm your host, Pariah.
And I'm your host, Lovax.
And this is Card Composer. Tell him who today's cards are, X.
Today's cards are based on what was Xbox's best franchise besides Halo, maybe, but now it's coming to PlayStation. But it's the reason I own an Xbox. Gears of War. Now just known as Gears.
A tale as old as time, exclusive to extinction.
Now there's no reason to own an Xbox.
Well, I can plug a computer hard disk into an Xbox without having to reformat it. And I can play the videos on the disc and look at the pictures.
I do also prefer the controller. I'm going to keep it. Like, oh, you're telling me I don't have to have a rechargeable battery that'll eventually go bad or explode, and I can just pop batteries in?
Oh, actually, you know what?
How convenient.
My computer can't play Blu-rays. My Xbox One can.
Well, so could a PS4.
Yeah, but I'd have to reformat my whole disk drive, and it would erase everything on it.
That's
and
true.
That would be just a pain in the ass. When I could just plug it into an Xbox, and the Xbox is like, I know what this is. I'm Windows.
Well, everything's an Xbox.
Yeah, pretty much.
According to them, everything is an Xbox, and nothing is an Xbox.
Same with PS. Oh no, did God of War is never coming to Xbox, right? I know it came to PC. I know they both came to PC.
I doubt it. Snore.
Yeah, I just don't like hitting the same button over. I don't like using the same attack like a bunch of times over and over again when it's tedious. When it's something simple, or it's like, oh, it's slow paced. Let me try something a little different this time, and I'm not going to get my ass handed to me for trying something different. It's fine, but when it's just keep swinging, I'm not a fan of hack and slash games.
No, I need a little bit more. It's got to have something to keep me into it, because inevitably in the hack and slash, you're going to fall into whatever the meta is or something close to it. And you're like, well, why would I use these other 80% of things? When this does more damage, I can beat all of these people faster.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah, I'll just watch the cutscenes. I don't know who started last week, so this week we'll start with me. My first Gears of War card is Gears of War. A black, a red, and a green for a mythic enchantment. Vehicles, creatures, and equipment you control cost black, red, and green less to cast. War is all we know. Yeah, all right. Thoughts on the card?
I like the card. It's very interesting. I guess it's Gears of War related since you named it after Gears of War. I don't even think it's outrageously strong either. I like this card. I don't really... It's hard to gauge the power of this card. I assume the problem with the card power-wise was that if you play Woodburg cards, they cost 2. So... You could play Sliver Overlord for outrageously cheap and other various things.
Yeah, you sprouting Thrynax for free.
Yeah, this makes a lot of stuff real cheap and very powerful.
It takes 3 colors.
Yeah.
If you're playing a deck that has a lot of different colors in it, yeah, this makes things pretty great. But putting a deck together with a lot of different colors in it, kind of complicated. So you get a little something to your problems.
I mean, I'm going to say this card is probably too strong because it's vehicles, creatures, and equipment, or all of those. I mean, I do like it. I like the flavor of it, too, because it's black, red, and green, and that would be the colors of war.
Yeah.
Those are the down and dirty
absolutely.
fighting colors right there.
Yeah, and I just thought, they got their vehicles, they got their equipment, and you need bodies in the war. Also, it's like, it doesn't do anything for enchantments, doesn't it do anything for instants or sorceries. It's very, very one-sided. But if you are running slivers, this is pretty fucking great.
I mean, yeah, in any 5-color deck, this is very strong. You got to think, even a Minotaur deck, if you're running red-black Minotaurs, they cost red and a black less.
Well, I mean, there's a Minotaur that makes Minotaurs cost a red and a black less.
Yeah, but he doesn't also make the equipment and vehicles cost that less, too.
Oh, that's true. But this costs 1 extra color.
It does cost an extra color, and it's different than what he does.
Yeah, a lot of the 5-color slivers, some of them do cost a little more than 5. I think there's one that costs 5 and 2. That would pay for 3 of it. You're on turn 3. You don't necessarily even have those other 2 colored lands. You would have to also have those 2 other colored lands, and then you'd get something out on turn 4.
You're running green and black, so you could Dark Ritual into Kodama's Reach or something.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it would take
but
a lot of setup.
It would take a lot of setup.
It would take a lot of setup.
Yeah. But if you're running a Jund deck, it's devastating. Right
Yeah,
off the bat, devastating. It's like, most of my shit is almost free now.
Yeah, this could at least be legendary, so you couldn't run 2 of them.
Oh, you're right. That should have been legendary.
It's pretty strong. I don't know if it's too strong. I do like this card, though. I can't even debate if it's strong, because it's such a cool ability that's fairly unique that I do like it.
Yeah, I figured. Once I thought about it, I'm just like, oh yeah, well, I gotta make this. I know next to nothing about Gears of War, but I know they got gear, and I know there's a war.
We gotta start picking topics you're a little more familiar with.
Yeah.
Especially since you're the one picking the topics.
Oh, yeah, well, of course. Yeah, all right. On to the next card.
All right. Well, my card's based on a character from Gears, and seeing as though you don't know Gears at all, I guess it'll mean nothing to you.
Demon Beard.
Anyway, his name is Damon Baird. Ingenious asshole. He's a colorless, a blue and a red, legendary creature, human artificer. He's a 2/2. So out of the main Gears people, he's like the mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
With your limited Gears experience, it's kind of a waste. He has 3 abilities. He's legendary. When Damon Baird enters, you may put an artifact card from any graveyard onto the battlefield under your control.
Oh.
Artifact creatures you control get +1/+1 and have persist. And he can tap, sacrifice an artifact you control. He deals X damage to target creature, or X is its mana value. So he has to repair their broken shit all the time. He has to fix up their robot all the time. And he also rigs explosives and things to blow up all the time. Those are like the main thing he does. And in the later Gears games, he is sort of like an Elon Musk type of guy where he starts a company and he makes all Sentry robot guards called DBs, named after him. And so that's kind of the artifact creatures you control get +1/+1 because he makes like a robot army to help fight against the Locust.
He sounds pretty great, honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of, I wish I had other Gears people here to judge him. No offense.
Oh, that's fine.
But yeah, he does all the things that he does.
That's what the comments are for. That's what the comments that are constantly flooded are absolutely for.
Also, he's kind of like a sarcastic asshole, douchebaggy kind of guy the whole time.
But he can back it up.
Yeah. He's like the lovable asshole. He joins the group at the beginning, and by like the next couple Gears games, he's one of the guys. Everybody loves him. He loves them.
You'd have to kind of run black to fill your graveyard. Maybe the red could fill your graveyard with like a big-ass artifact, because that has stuff where you could discard a card, draw 2 cards, then you can get them on the battlefield. So it does take a little bit of setup.
Yeah, and if there is an artifact in the graveyard, he's worse.
Oh, and artifact creatures have +1/+1 and persist.
Yep.
Oh.
So he's like an artifact creature lord.
So the artifacts start stronger, and then when he fixes them, they're just
only
normal.
the creatures.
Oh, yeah.
Only creatures.
That's true. Yeah, alrighty. And then luckily he only deals damage to creatures. I would have said if it hit players, I would have been like, ooh.
It doesn't hit players, just creatures. Yeah. But he can sacrifice his own creatures, and they persist. They come back one time for free. So it's kind of like in the game, he'll like rig up his DB robots to like run over and explode next to somebody.
Oh, that is nice. Oh, I thought he was bald. He's got hair.
He's bald later on. And Gears. So there's Gears 1, 2, 3, and Judgment, which we don't talk about.
Judgment's the 4th one, right?
Judgment is it's the 4th one, but it's like a spin-off game. And actually, he's the leader in that one. It's just worse. They kind of like Halo-fied it, like with the weapon setup and stuff. It's worse. It's just it's the worst one.
Did they? So was the next game 5?
So it's 1, 2, 3, Judgment, 4, 5.
Oh, thank God. That's the one thing I was so pissed with Mass Effect. It is 1, 2, 3, pretty great. 3. In some ways, crapped the bed, but I think by the end of its update cycle, they were like, all right, we fixed a few story beats. That's fine. And then Mass Effect Andromeda came out, which was a steaming pile of shit, apparently. And then the newest Mass Effect is called Mass Effect 5. No, why are you treating Andromeda like it's a main line of the series? No!
If I remember, one of the directors from Mass Effect Andromeda said, no, if you don't like the game, don't buy it. So then no one bought it.
I've heard that a lot from a lot of stuff. I don't know it.
It's always funny when the people then don't buy it.
Yeah.
Makes me laugh. And I'm sure a different company hires them and they don't care. And no lessons were learned. All right, well, let's see your second card.
All right. My second card is the Lancer Assault Rifle. A red and a green for an equipment. Uncommon. Equipped creature has reach and gets +3/+0 when blocking a creature without flying. Equip for 3. Equip a soldier for 1. Yeah, all right. Thoughts on the card?
I like the effect of that. If they're on the ground, you're essentially just meleeing them, which is the chainsaw in Gears.
Yeah.
You've played some amount of Gears, so I know what the Lancer is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The chainsaw gun was I didn't have any Gears game until way later on in its cycle. I finally got an Xbox 360. I think my brother bought the 1 and 2 collection. We started playing through a bit of that. I do remember growing up, I'm like, man, I sure would love to have an Xbox 360 so I could play this game with the chainsaw gun. That looks fucking amazing. But it took a very long time for me to get that.
It is amazing. I love Gears. I'm going to ask my usual question, and I'm sure there's already an answer. Why is it red and green?
Well, green for reach, and...
I mean...
Oh, yeah, honestly, it could...
It's an equipment. It could just have reach. The Spider Silk neck isn't green. Like
yeah, it could have been colorless. A chainsaw, in your mind, it feels very red, right?
Yeah, I could...
And green for the reach, and then when you're blocking, you get... Yeah, I don't want to make this mono green, but I did feel like this kind of needed a color to it. And then green-red felt very chainsaw gun coated.
And soldiers can equip this easier because it's a rifle and they would have training for rifles and stuff like that. Nah, it works. Yeah, if you're running against a deck, I mean, most decks wouldn't have flying, right?
So yeah, that means you get +3/+0 when blocking, but...
I mean, I would say if you're not blocking a creature with flying, your creature gets what?
Not blocking a creature with flying?
Yeah, let's say you attack me with a creature that does have flying. What is my equipped creature getting?
Reach.
So I'm paying 3 to equip a guy, and he gets reach?
Yeah, well, if he's not a soldier, you are still paying 3.
I would say,
but it stays on the field. This is
probably the worst equipment card ever made in Magic in terms of strength.
I would absolutely say nah. No, do you see that they print so much chaff equipment? Pay 1, put it on the field. Pay 1, equip. Equip creature gets +1/+0.
I mean, at least I don't pay 3 in 2 different colors to give a creature reach.
Yeah, just run a 2-color deck. How hard is it?
There's so many other equipments that just give you reach. They're colorless and their equip cost isn't 3.
Yeah, but it stays on the field. It stays on the field.
So, yeah, the other equipment does too. The other reach equipment also stays in the field.
Yeah, but it's not as good as this.
It's substantially better.
Nah, it stays on the field. You equip for 1.
Or 3 if it's not a soldier.
Yeah, but you got to
run
this as a soldier.
I think the Spider Net just equips for 1. Always, for everybody. And doesn't cost a red and a green. And just gives you +0/+2 maybe?
Alright, let's look up this Spider Silk Net you seem to love so much.
I think the Spider Silk Net gives you +0/+2 in reach. Yes,
of course, no magic cards come up, only spider webs.
Oh, it costs 0, 2 to equip, and gives you +0/+2, and doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, but what if you want more attack against what if you want to kill the creature with?
I mean, aren't there equipment that just give me like +3/+3 in flying, which is just better than reach?
Potentially, but
flying is always better than reach.
No. Because if your guy has flying, then he can be killed by all those shitty green cards that kill creatures with flying only.
Oh, you're right. And that very
broken wings. What broken wings can get you? There's a bunch of other cards similar to that.
This equipment card is so bad. It's so shit.
No, it's solid. It's solid.
Okay, this is what we actually want here. Equipment that gives you reach.
Damn, zoom in.
You need your glasses to be a little stronger?
Yeah, it's like I'm looking at cards.
A Ranger's Longbow costs the same and just gives a creature +2/+1 in reach. And
actually, but it's equipped 3, so you gotta pay 5.
You pay 3 on yours too unless it's a soldier.
Yeah,
and it's only one color.
Yeah, why would you not run soldiers with that?
I don't know.
There's a shit ton of soldiers.
You made it.
I don't know if they're in green. No, I think I saw some. How
about Fiend Lash? Equipped creature gets +2/+0, has reach, and whenever equipped creature dealt damage, it deals as much to target player as well.
Yeah, it costs 5 to 5. You'd be paying 5.
Yeah,
to do that.
you're right. You're right. If I'm not a soldier, you're in non-soldier situations. How about the Eater of Vert? That's legendary. It won't matter.
Yeah.
How about Elven Bow? This gives you a creature +1/+2 reach. Are you gonna say that because I can't pay 1 to equip it again? This gives you a creature, and it attaches to the creature too.
You got to pay 3 in addition, 3 total
to equip,
and then you got to pay 3 to.
Well, it costs 1 less to cast it.
You're paying 3 for a 2/3 reach, and then you got to pay
that it automatically attaches the bow to. Yeah. Okay, so 1 more. It's 1 less color, and it attaches automatically.
You're still paying a little more.
All right. Well, I guess there isn't a card that is strictly better in every possible way. Oh wait, look, Short Bow. It costs 2 to play, 1 to equip, and it gets +1/+1 vigilance and reach.
Oh, shit.
And it's colorless. This just seems straight up better. Reach, vigilance, it costs less to cast. It's no colored mana at all. Every creature equips for 1. I just lose 2 power. Only against creatures without flying, too.
Oof.
And it's uncommon. Yeah, I would run to this every time.
Yeah, short bow is pretty good.
It's not. It's just better than it's just better than the Lancer.
What do you mean? You're just paying you're paying 3 to give. I mean, and after the creature dies, you get to just equip something else for 1.
I mean,
this is +1/+1 vigilance and reach. I'd pay for that. That's worth 3.
The vigilance and the reach is quite nice.
Yeah.
Well, at least we found.
All right, there it is. Yeah.
I mean, I still think Spider Silk Net's pretty damn great. It costs 0 +0/+2 in reach, and equip is 2.
Yeah, but it'd be harder to kill something.
Well, yeah, you're using it defensively because it's reach.
Yeah, yeah.
And you got to remember, you're giving your Lancer gives them reach, but only gets the buff of the power if they don't have blind. So the reach, it's kind of counterproductive.
Well, yeah, but it's like it's good against it's reach for when you're in a pinch. It's like, oh, I got to shoot this thing down. But if you're coming at me melee wise, I'm like, I'm ready. I'm about to you're about to lose that guy. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying your power is situational.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
This toughness is not situational.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. On to the last card.
Did you please tell me you've at least used Torque Bow?
Is that the one that shoots the thing under the ground and then?
No. It's a chink. Oh God, my cards are so.
Torque Bow.
I spent all this time making these cards,
and I don't think I'll know what the Torque Bow does because those words are microscopic.
Yeah, I'll just read it to you. So in the game, I'll read the card first, and then I'll explain what the fucking card does. Torque Bow, 3 in a red, artifact equipment, rare. Torque Bow enters with a fuse counter. Equipped creature gets +1/+0, reach, must attack each turn if able, and has tap. Move a fuse counter from Torque Bow onto target creature. At the beginning of each upkeep, destroy all creatures with a fuse counter. Then if Torque Bow doesn't have a fuse counter, put a fuse counter on it, which is kind of like reloading it.
Why does it have to attack each turn if able?
So, in the game, the Torque Bow, it's like a bow and arrow, right, on a gun.
Yeah.
It winds up, once you start getting ready to shoot it, everyone can hear like a whining sound, and then after a certain amount of time, it automatically fires and just shoots an explosive dart. And if it hits you anywhere in your body, you die immediately in one hit. It blows you up. It has reach, obviously, because of the range, similar to your Lancer. +1/+0 because the gun also has blades on the sides for melee. Kind of like your chainsaw. You can go swing with the Torque Bow, and the melee is very powerful. The reason that you guys attack each turn if able is because in Gears multiplayer, if anyone ever has the Torque Bow, that's all you hear the whole match is the like the winding up, the torquing of it is constantly. And so that's how you know to stay in cover and fear. So generally speaking, it's like the noob weapon. Everyone grabs it, and they're just constantly winding it to try to hit somebody because they'll just try to tag you in passing. So it's kind of like you're always attacking with it, and because it has a charge up, when you first pull it back, it won't stick. You have to like hold it 3 seconds, and everyone can hear you, and then it'll actually stick. Otherwise, when you shoot it, it'll bounce off and roll across the floor and possibly blow up something at random. And then the fuse counter is because it goes in somebody, has a short delay, and then blows up.
So instead of
you'd have to actually play the game to understand the Torque Bow.
Yeah. Instead of making it attack each turn if able, I would have maybe you could play with the power level of this or whatever, but make it stun the creature that taps to use it, because you'll be cranking that shit out or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, that's a lot of text.
Most of it is just because of the wording of Magic.
Yeah.
It starts with a fuse counter and gets a fuse counter put on it every time you use the fuse counter on it. That's what the text says. Essentially, because you have to attack with this creature every turn, you have to choose to use your fuse counter before you attack, or you're tapped. So it kind of also plays with the power of it a little bit. Because you tap to use the fuse counter from of it. You can't do that if you already attacked. So you got to decide in your turn, what do I want to do here? And that was kind of to lower the power level. And I don't know, it's red, so it makes you want to attack each turn of Babel. It's obviously a red, aggressive, insane weapon. Anyway, the card is flavorful. Anyone who plays Gears in the chat, please tell me if you've used the Torque Bow before in Gears. Probably, besides the Lancer, the quintessential Gears of War weapon.
Could you have... I feel like you might have just spent the last, 2 minutes explaining to me why you have the fuse counter on the Torque Bow, but... Could you have just not had the fuse counter on the Torque Bow and then just said whenever a creature dealt combat damage by this, whatever, put a fuse counter on it, and then the Torque Bow still interacts with fuse counters?
Well, because right now, it's not the person dealt damage by the Torque Bow. If I attack with a creature equipped with Torque Bow and you block it, you don't get a fuse counter.
Ah.
I would choose to attack you, aka like engaging in melee or whatever I'm doing, or shooting someone in the distance with Torpo, which is how it works. The reason I haven't moved it from Torpo onto the creature is so you can do shenanigans where you just untap it, tap it, untap it, tap it. Because Torpo has a very slow wind up and a very slow reload in the game. And I was trying to make it feel like it does in the game.
So you can't
spam it.
You can't goblin sharpshooter it. Where it's just like...
No, there's none of that. In the game, the Torpo is very precise because it's so deadly, but it's very slow. You gotta wind it up, you shoot it, the reload is also very slow, and then you gotta wind it up again. So it's essentially to slow it down and make it more like the game, because it's still incredibly powerful. Yeah, I can tap my creature to essentially doom your guy to blow up next turn. So the card's very powerful, and I didn't want it to be easily broken. Like you said, you're just rapid firing this thing. Chink, chink, chink. Oh, everyone gets fuse counters. Having said that, fuse counters are common. So if you have other ways to put fuse counters on things, it does blow them up, technically.
Oh, yeah.
So you could do some weird shenanigans with creatures with fuse counters. I don't know, Bomb Squad? You could do something, I guess.
Oh, yeah. There are quite a few fuse counter. Or what if your opponent's running TNT crate? You can get rid of it.
Dingo Dial.
Yeah.
All the fun stuff from the past. But yeah, I imagine you would break this with like Bomb Squad, which is those fuse counters on things.
Well, that's our show for today. Questions, comments, concerns,
recommendations?
Let us know at P.O. Box below this video. And tell us which card you think was best in show. Tell me, Axe, which card do you think was best in show?
My favorite card this set was Damon Baird, Ingenious Asshole. I felt like it fully encapsulated his character in the game, where he just fixes shit all day for them, repairs everything, sets it up booby traps, blows shit up, and repairs robots later on.
All right. Well, based on our conversations, I clearly can't choose the Lancer Assault Rifle. Torque Bow is a little too wordy for my tastes. But based on everything you have described, I'm torn. I'm torn between Damon Baird and Gears of War. But you sold me on the flavor of Damon Baird.
Hey.
Got any hints for next week's episode, X?
Not now, Pariah. I'm just thinking about how jacked these guys are in this game. They're huge. They're like the Hulk.
You know what Gears of War reminds me of? You know the show Hogan's Heroes?